I have this to tell those that are in the forefront of this agitation for a better Nigeria. So as we are agitating for a better Nigeria, I want those people who are in charge, the selfless one, not those people that will pick up the next step and go to Tulumbu or go to the National Assembly to agitate for their personal goal. Or once they give them peanuts, they will drop the whole process and leave the people on the street. When they are tired in the street, they will enter home. That is not how things are done. And if things are going to be done well, where Nigeria will be a better Nigeria, where Nigerian voice will be heard. Tulumbu speaking to Nigeria yesterday only mean one thing to me. Means that he has acknowledged that Nigerians are asked to agitate for their right. But every other thing that he say is just trying to paint us black by atomizing the things that he felt is not good. Those are the things that we use to register our grievances. But I want to tell you that Tulumbu and APC has defrauded Nigerians. He has induced done Nigeria 419. According to Nigerian 419 criminal code, he says any person who by false pretense and or with inducement to defraud, obtain from any person anything capable of being stolen is guilty of felony and liable for 3 years imprisonment. You know why I said this? Is that if you check Tulumbu's campaign promises, which he called his 10 point of agenda of 10 manifesto, you will see that this administration, Tulumbu have failed woefully. It seems that he just come during the campaign promises to tell Nigerians Nigerian problem, how Nigerian problem can be solved, what to be done to fix Nigeria, and which Nigeria believe that thing can fix Nigeria if he do it. But he never do any of that. Good. He has come out to speak that he has acknowledged that Nigerians are protesting, that Nigerians have come out to agitate for good governance, which he promised us. So in case he is wondering why this protest, in case he does not know why Nigeria is out to agitate for good governance, is this we want him to fulfill his campaign promises, what he promised us, nothing else. If he can fulfill what he promised in 2022, so 2023 when he was campaigning, Nigeria will have fixed. And if he has done that, we wouldn't have come outside to agitate for good governance, to agitate for him to do to Nigeria as if he is part of Nigeria. Because what they are doing is as if he is not part of Nigeria. They have made themselves and a group of elite who only benefit from the treasury of this country. Not the masses are not part of those that benefit from the treasury of this of Nigerian wealth. They would have come out to agitate for our vote, to ask for our vote, if they know we are not part of this country. Because what they are doing is they have a crew who only benefit from Nigerian wealth, and that is not right. That is why we come out to say that they should put an end to this and do things the way things are done, the way he promised us in the campaign. Coming out during campaign to talk heaven and earth, and at the end you are doing something else, is 419, is defrauding. Yes, he has said a lot. He said a lot of beautiful things, how Nigeria can be fixed during his campaign promises, and that makes the few Nigeria that voted for him, the few people that believe that he was able to convince that if he delivered that, Nigeria will be a better place. But he didn't deliver it. He's doing something that is detrimental to what he promised Nigeria. And since he has done something that is detrimental to things that he has promised Nigeria, that's why Nigeria has come out to let him to go back to his campaign promises and fix those things. And if he didn't fulfill it, Nigerians will not leave the street. And I want the organizer of this protest, which all Nigeria has come out because the suffering is affecting everyone, not only them, including me. That is why I come out to talk like this. So the organizers should follow this man, since he has come to acknowledge our presence in the street. They should not leave everybody to be in the street and leave them to start doing what they are doing. No, we have to follow this thing democratically, as if we are intelligent people. Please, I have this to tell those that are in the forefront of this agitation for a better Nigeria. So as we are agitating for a better Nigeria, I want those people who are in charge, the selfless one, not those people that will pick up the next step and go to Tulumbu or go to the National Assembly to agitate for their personal goal. Or once they give them peanuts, they will drop the whole process and leave the people on the street. When they are tired in the street, they will enter home. That is not how things are done. And if things are going to be done well, where Nigeria will be a better Nigeria, where Nigerian voice will be heard, a very intellectual people has the will, the strength, the passion to see a better Nigeria should approach these people at the helm of affairs who have refused to liberate this country. They should make them to fulfill their campaign promises. They should start dialogue with them why the remaining of us should stay in the street. They should not call up this agitation movement just like this. The movement should continue until they listen to those who are in the dialogue table with them. They should not say that they are going to call up this movement and go for dialogue. They will not take them and they will not listen to Nigerians cry. You see the guy that is crying for Loyi Loyi, not only him. Loyi Loyi, the price of Loyi Loyi has increased, the size of Loyi Loyi have reduced. It's everywhere. That is how the quality of everything have reduced. The quantity have reduced, the price go up. That is total fraud. So I want Nigerians to hold our government responsible for this, starting from the local, the state, and the federal government. A group of like mind with Nigerian interests should go for a roundtable discussion and dialogue to let Tulumbu to fulfill his campaign promises. Nothing else we are asking him to do. Tulumbu should answer us from his campaign promises. He said that he will build a Nigeria, especially for our youth, where sufficient job with decent wage are created for a better life. They should ask him how has it created a decent job with a decent payment that will guarantee a better Nigeria for Nigerian youth. And if he has not done that, he should do it. He should put a measure to make sure that he fulfills these promises. It is because of this many Nigerians voted for him. It is because of this that from his own manifesto that there are still roadmaps that can change things if he has the political will to make things right. People that voted for other candidates will have come out to the street to do what we are doing now. But because of peace, because of the interests of this country, and because of no one is Allah, there is no one that is mandated to liberate this country. Anyone who has the political will, who has the interest of this country, can liberate this country from the shackles of poverty, hunger, and incessant unemployment. So because this thing is attainable if he has the political will, that is why Nigeria give him chance without protesting, without coming out to reject the mandate. As far as Nigerians have accepted the mandate, he should fulfill his election campaign. That is it. They should ask him that if he has manufactured, create, and invent more of the goods and services we require in this country, Nigeria. He say Nigeria shall be known as a nation of creator, not just a consumer. Our hunger for consumption has increased during his administration. The appetite to get private jet, to buy more more luxuries has increased in his administration. So there is no appetite for manufacturing, there is no appetite for creativity, there is no appetite for innovation, which he promised us. That is deception. He deceived us to get into that road. And if he didn't fulfill it, he has Nigerians to answer. He has the whole world to answer. They should ask him this question. They should ask him how he has put measure, because he said he is coming to improve more exportation and less importation, so that to strengthen both the naira and the ways of life of Nigeria. The ways of life of Nigeria has gone out of imagination. Naira has no single strength again, but he said he is going to encourage more exportation and less importation. The embargo he has put, listen to what he said. He didn't say, he said he will want to encourage more exportation and less importation. It is not to put embargo on importation without having anything to export. It is when we're supposed to start to export that they will talk of putting embargo on importation. There is nothing to export, but you are putting embargo on importation. It will not work. That is not what he promised us. He said to continue assisting farmers through enlightenment agricultural policy that promote productivity and assure decent income to farmers, to supply goods and support his families and the nation entirely. What are the measures? What are the policy? What are the input? What are the encouragement? What are the enlightenment he promised agriculturals? How has he fulfilled these promises he made for the nation? He said that to modernize and expand public infrastructure. How many roads has he constructed? Not even, we are talking, he said modernize. Do you know how many? Yes, modernize. All the road we have in this nation are road that was done during the military regime or constructed by community without tide, without even grading. That is what we are suffering in this country. Go and check from Benin to Lagos, Benin to Delta, Abuja. This Agbo Abuja road is not motorable. The route to the north, where you pass from Agbo to Abuja or from Benin, Auchi, Ekpoma, is not motorable. So, how has he improved and modernized our infrastructure? He deceived us. He said he will embody and support our youth, our young people and women by harnessing emerging sectors such as the digital economy, entertainment and culture, tourism and others to build the Nigeria of tomorrow and today. If he said that he is cooking something, if he said that they are working on it, if he said that they are doing things that will rejuvenate this country, but he promised us that he will build Nigeria of tomorrow and Nigeria of today. We don't have Nigeria of today. Nigeria of today is gone. Tulumbu have taken Nigeria away from us. What remains is now Nigeria. Say to train and give economic opportunity to the poorest and most vulnerable among us. We seek a Nigeria where no parent is compelled to send a child to bed hungry, worry whether tomorrow shall bring food. You see, it says to train and give economic opportunity to the poorest among most vulnerable of us. Instead, is giving them. Instead of him to train them as a promise, he is spending billions on palliative. Our people say the food you give to parents will not be enough to train his children. You might give them the food today, what of tomorrow? So when he said that he will train and give them the opportunity of to the poorest, it encourages us to see a liberator, an inventor, a thinker who knows what to do to set people out of poverty. But he didn't do that. Instead, they are looking for a way to loot Nigerian money by going for some palliative, where they will use billions and trillions of naira to buy something they claim is for the masses, but they have taken over 80% of that resources and used less than 10% to buy the product, which those that will distribute it will use it to stock their storehouse, their warehouse, and be selling it when it requires, and leave the poorest of the poorest hunger and destitute. He said to generate, transmit, and distribute sufficient, affordable electricity to give our people the requisite power to enlighten their lives, their homes, and their very dreams. Well, I will not. Some people have light, some people doesn't have light. Those that have light, maybe the light hours has improved. But how is it affordable when we are spending times three of what we used to spend? It's not affordable. That is deception. He didn't do anything in this area. That is what we wanted him to tell us. That see what I have done. See what I have improved. See how many people that I have employed. See how many people I have trained. See how many people, how many roads I have done. Is to make a basic healthcare, education, and housing accessible and affordable. He gives that is a slap. That is the highest level of lies and deception. When he comes office, all the school fees, the school payment, everything concerning school skyrockets. He removed the subsidy in education. Everywhere, school can no longer be affordable, even cannot be accessible. If you cannot afford it, how can you access it? What you cannot afford, you can't access it. That is the height of deception. The most important is that he will establish a broad-based natural security architecture and action obligatory to deter terror, to chase terror, terrorism, kidnapping, banditry, and other form of violence, extremists from this face, from the surface, for this face of our nation. And banditry is the order of the day. Kidnapping is the order of the day in North Central, in Delta, in Delta State, Ika North, Ika East, in Edo State, in the West, in his hometown. The East, they are still staying at home, where some, what do they call them? The Masobs in the Igbo, what do they call it? The Masob and the rest. They are restricting Nigerians from not going out. A lot of insecurity is happening in the country. And you are saying, this is what you promise us. Which of them do you accomplish? Which of them do you fulfill? Which of them are we saying? All I want to say is that the organizers of this movement should not stay in the streets. They should go one-on-one or round table to see how they will fulfill their promises. They should disturb them and leave the masses at the street to remind them, so that they will be hasty to answer us. They should not, they should answer us with evidence, with actions, not with words. We are tired of being deceived by these politicians. This is not the time to give up. This is not the time to relax. This is not the time to go back to your normal duty. Why they go back to their normal way of not representing the masses, of not representing the interests of the people, of not representing us as a Nigeria. They will continue representing themselves. If they are going for a recess, small token will be sent to their account. Why nothing is done to rescue the people that were displaced in their home? Not doing anything to ever increasing unemployed youth. We're not doing anything on the bad roads that people are carrying their goods from the north to the south. The food will, because of bad road, this food, the food stuff they are carried, whatever they are carrying will spoil on their way. Millions of millions will spoil on the road. They are not doing anything about it. We continue to weaken our currency, to weaken naira, and let naira be pursuing dollars. We should not relax. Nigerians should not give these people time before we ask them questions. What are they doing? There should be a flow of communication between the masses and this government. There should be an agitating body who goes to ask them, what are you doing? What have you done? There should be a constant reminder of this leader that we are watching. We should not be relegated to the gutter. We should not be forgotten. His campaign promises should be fulfilled. That is the kind of people we want to be at the forefront, but not the people that will go there to represent themselves, as this leader are representing themselves. That is what I just come out to speak, and I just come out to beg anyone who has the opportunity to speak for the masses should arrange for one-on-one meeting with them and see how they can address our yearnings. Thank you, and God bless you.